These are the new Joy-Con shells from Handheld Legend. I bought them because I wanted to replace the directional buttons with a D-pad on my Joy-Cons. I'll give you an honest review of what I think of them and if they make a difference. And at the end of the video, if you decide you want some for your own controllers, then use the affiliate link in the description below to support the channel at no extra cost to you. Now we're going to mod the software so that the colors on your Switch show up the way that the Joy-Con actually looks. So first you're going to want to download this Joy-Con Toolkit. It's in the link in the description. You click there to download and then click that again right there to open it up. Then just double click on anything and then go extract all and then extract. And then you click the JC tool. And then it will ask you to pair a Bluetooth device and saying that there's nothing paired. So you go to your settings and go to add Bluetooth device. Then you hold down the button on your Joy-Con to sync it. Then click Bluetooth. And then input. It will show up maybe as Joy-Con left or right, whichever one you're doing. Then it's ready to go. So you go back and you push retry. And it will pull this up. I blanked that out just because it's MAC address and more private stuff. Then you click Backup SPI. And it will say done dumping SPI. The reason you do that is so that just in case you mess up, you can restore the original Joy-Con. Now go in here, it's the fun part. Pick your colors and kind of doing a grayish to look clear. Then click buttons. And I went with the stock blue here to represent the inside buttons. So that's what it's going to look like. And then you'll just click write colors and it'll ask you to make a backup, but we've already done that. So you just click yes and the colors were written to the device. So now we can put it back on our Switch, both Joy-Cons after I've done each, and there you go, it shows up just like that. Now for the review, and I'm going to start with the pros here. The color looks really nice. The shells are very clear and you can see right into them. You can see the motherboard and all the different components inside, which is just really cool. I love to be able to see that, and especially if I put more mods into these later, it would be cool to be able to see everything that I put inside. I also really like how easy it is to mod the software in these. I mean, that's not really part of the product, but it makes it so much cooler to be able to affect that too, so you get the full look. My favorite part for sure is the D-pad. It feels so nice. It's one of my favorite D-pads ever. The whole feeling of it is really good, and it still uses the 4 contacts under there for the original buttons, and so you get really clicky presses on all of them, which is really nice. Another pro would be color selection. Handheld Legend has a ton more options for Joy-Con shells. Now for the cons. I think one of the biggest cons here is the screws. When you go in, they don't stop. They kind of just continue to spin, which kind of indicates kind of cheap screw holes. I didn't really like the feel of putting them together. Now the price would probably be a con here because the shells alone are $15 and the D-pad is a separate piece that you have to buy for an extra $3.50. So it's about $18.50, almost $20. But the button sets would be an additional $17. I didn't do new buttons here because I just liked the original black buttons with this. But if you did want to do buttons, you would add $17 to the original shell price, which would come to a total of $33, which I'd totally be fine with if this was like a Retro 6 shell set or something like that, but these are just made in China. But don't get me wrong, I really love these shells and they make my Joy-Cons way cooler. I would definitely recommend picking some up for your own Joy-Cons. I'd give them a solid 4 out of 5 star rating. Thanks for tuning in today and watching the whole video. Make sure to check out any of these other videos or check out the rest of my channel.